Welcome back to Red Dirt D&D Campaign 3 and our teaser trailer interviews that are going on the podcast and on YouTube if you're lucky. We get to be joined by Kyri Hester. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay! So, I'm glad that you took time out of your busy schedule from harassing children and assigning them essays and making them learn stuff. Harassing teens.
It would be heartless to harass children.
It's a
public service when you harass teens.
Keeping them in line. Wait a minute. Not harassing children, possibly keeping them out of harm's way. Did I just get a window into a Campaign 3 character? It's in your psyche. You didn't even know it.
If that window was on a boat that was sailing past a car that was driving past a place, then yeah. You got a window.
Are you wearing pink on purpose today?
Of course.
Woohoo!
My goal is to wear pink for as many of our recording sessions for Campaign 3 as possible, because MOXIE is a pink tiefling.
MOXIE, the pink tiefling.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And MOXIE, what is she? Our setting is going to be home base anyway for now, is the city of Ironspire. Mm-hmm. Is MOXIE a native of Ironspire? Was she born there? Did she?
So MOXIE was born somewhere else. I don't know the name of that place, but
she was little when it happened.
She moved to Ironspire with her mom when she was, I want to say, somewhere in the realm of like 7.
Yes.
And maybe 8. But so young enough to like understand this isn't mom and I have been wandering around for a while, but old enough to appreciate kind of having a home base. And so her and her mom found a place to stay in Ironspire, and she's been here for 55 years or so.
Oh, because tieflings.
Right. So we're living a little bit longer, and to make some age things work, we're saying that her other half is elven.
Oh, so a half elven tiefling.
Yeah. So
that's fantastic.
She's actually, I think I have her age written down somewhere at like 65.
Okay.
But maturity wise, it's like she's in her 30s.
Yeah. So what does she do? I mean, obviously here at first level adventuring, she must hopefully do something else for income or purpose in life.
Well, she's been in Ironspire for 50 years, so she's got to have a job. She's been working and running a tavern called the Siren Song.
Awesome.
She's been running it pretty single-handedly for probably a decade or so, but that's where her and her mom first kind of started living. So she's been in that tavern, living there and being a part of it since she was 10 years old, and so it is definitely home for her.
Was her mom like a barkeep by a maid, or who was like the mentor? Or
so,
if you want to share, yeah.
I mean, Moxie's pretty open. We're not holding much to the chest here. Her mom found the Siren Song, which had kind of amassed a reputation for helping out women in need.
Yeah.
And went there just, for a meal for her and her daughter, and became really close friends with the owner, Rhapsody, who adopted them, took them in. And her mom actually was Rhapsody's second in command for a long time. Recently, about a decade or so ago, Rhapsody decided to retire. She's an elf, so she's not anywhere in what I would call elderly, but she wanted to focus on her art.
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
So she retired and kind of let MOXIE run it. I think secretly, because I also wrote the character of Rhapsody, I think Rhapsody really knew that like MOXIE needed a promotion. and so she's retired to work on her art.
That's fantastic. That's still hanging out. Probably lives in one of the upper rooms or something like that.
So Rhapsody's apartment, she has the entire second floor. And,
okay.
Her and MOXIE live there, and then on the third and fourth floors they have other rooms that they let to women in need.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And there's our contact, kind of our circle back around to what we were just talking about with MOXIE having this compassionate heart for kids.
The whole bit for the Siren Song is that it has quite a reputation for helping women in need, helping children. She has been known to help women escape like abusive situations. Rhapsody is a great artist and also a great forger, and so she can make travel papers, she can make new identities, and so she also has a lot of connections in shipping. She was Rhapsody was a sailor and a ship's captain for a long time, and so we can get these women away from this place and away from their abusers, and that's kind of what her passion has been, is that the Siren Song is a safe place for people.
That's fantastic. Entertainer working at a bar, at a tavern, with a secret kind of backroom philanthropy in a way, or safety or protection,
criminal philanthropy.
Right? But Moxie's probably not a rogue. Moxie?
She's not. And actually, this is great because Johnny just reminded me about this movie, the Tom Cruise bartender movie.
Yes.
That's the vibe here. So she is behind the bar. She's flipping bottles and making drinks. And as a tiefling, she's got some small magics that she uses to like really put on a show and sell it. Because when you have these people coming in to the bar, they're not in a good place.
Right.
And so, it's a way to put a smile on their face. It's also a way to distract people if you need a distraction for whatever reason.
Very
you need
nice.
to hide somebody in a back room. So that's going to lead into her class and her subclass later on she's actually a bard.
That's fantastic. Woo! Finally, we have a little bit of magic in the party. Woo!
Yeah, we'll see. I haven't nailed down exactly subclass yet. Kind of waiting to see personalities, but yeah, at least a little bit of magic.
You bet. This has been awesome. I do have a no pressure, but very going to shine the spotlight on you question.
Okay.
And that is that it's very possible that you may have created in the past two of the most popular, if not the most popular, characters on the network. Mm-hmm. And so that, of course, being Billy the Possum, right, and then Poppy Tea Leaf. One, any pressure, and then two, how did it happen? Like, was it, do you think lightning will strike a third time?
Here's the thing, and here's why I don't feel pressure about it. I didn't make Poppy or Billy trying to be likable, and so
Billy for sure.
If I continue just not trying, I think it's really because they kind of pull at very human instincts, and they pull at our best D&D characters are part of us, and so Poppy was very much I don't know my place in the world, but I want to figure it out, and I want to do the best that I can. And then being kind of foisted this responsibility spoke very much to the eldest daughter in me, being the oldest, and kind of all of that. And Billy is the silliness, but he's also the fierce loyalty to friendship, and also I myself am just kind of funny, and that not to there's no humble way to say that. I think that lends itself to the likability a lot. I also think that Moxie, I don't know if she will be quite, as I think something that Poppy and Billy both have that Moxie doesn't is a degree of naivete.
Oh.
Moxie is an adult.
Right.
Both Poppy and Billy were very young. Moxie has a career. She has responsibilities. She has people that she's looking out for. So she's more serious. And so she may not be the crowd favorite for this one. But she is a character that I've been the most excited to play for a long time. I've been holding on to the idea of Moxie since episode 3 of campaign 2.
Amazing.
So I'm really excited to kind of see what she does and where she goes.
That's fantastic. Well, I just have one promise to you.
Okay.
I'll kill Moxie first.
Okay, it's fine. I will say, if we could find, I think something that Poppy and Billy also both had, that maybe Moxie can find along the way. She needs a little pal. Wildfire, Mudman. She just needs a little pal.
Maybe she can find a small orphan child.
Maybe she can just collect a little pal. I'm thinking like, sad kitten. That could be good. That could really win me over some people. Or maybe foul-mouthed bird,
I see where you're going with this. The problem, it's really not Poppy and Billy.
It's Mudman
and Wildfire. Those are really
the accountant was.
I'm telling you, it's good.
He had a little hat. And of course and I've talked about this on the podcast before, but that all came from like my personal gameplay style.
Yeah.
I don't like to keep track of how much money I have. It's my fatal flaw in TTRPGs, and so making Wildfire my accountant worked really well.
There we go. Well, I tell you what, you will be able to find out if Moxie, the tiefling, half-elven tiefling bard,
she's going to have to be a better accountant. She has a business to run.
I know. Does she find a companion?
She hires it out.
I think, I'm just really thinking I just might make sure she'll make out like episode 3, and then we don't have to worry about it. I can't get Kyri to break, boys and girls. I'm trying, she's just keeping that happy face on and being like, no, it's all good.
Well, worst case scenario, we just make Moxie's twin she didn't know about, Roxy, and
now you're thinking like a player. You'll be able to find out all these secrets and more coming up soon, December 4th, when Campaign 3 of Red Dirt D&D is right here on this podcast feed. See you then.